Hey, my name's John, and I hope you're doing well today. And today I want to talk about a crucial aspect of learning, variety. We often hear about the importance of repetition in learning, but I really want to highlight why variety is just as important, if not more than just simple repetition, especially when it comes to learning effectively. And for me, I came across this realization the past year when I first started delving into the world of language learning. Using tools like Anki decks and flashcards, diligently practicing and doing reading exercises, and while admittedly these methods were effective at the start and have their own methods, I started to realize that I was missing something vital in my language learning journey: exposure to real media and immersion. As I focused solely on repetition and structured sentences, I found that I wasn't getting enough exposure to authentic language usage. Sure, I could memorize vocabulary and sentence structures, but when it came to understanding and communicating with native speakers, I struggled quite a bit. So I started to reverse my course and focus on getting immersion and media exposure instead. Needlessly to say that it wasn't as effective as I wanted it to be. I think that relying solely on immersion and exposure to real media without any structured learning had its limitations as well. And while I enjoyed watching movies and listening to podcasts in the target language, I really couldn't grasp the nuances or effectively apply what I was just hearing. It was then I sort of realized just how important both variety and repetition are in the learning process. Instead of fixating on repetition or solely relying on immersion, I needed to strike a balance between the two. Variety became sort of the key to my improvement. Repetition has its place in learning, but it primarily reinforces what you already know. It solidifies the knowledge we acquired, but it doesn't really push us to expand our horizons or challenge ourselves. Without variety, we risk plateauing in our learning journey. When I started to incorporate more variety into my language learning routine, things started to click a lot more. And as I started exploring different resources such as podcasts, news articles, and conversational language exchanges, it made learning fun again. And I saw a huge amount of improvement. And this principle doesn't just apply to language learning. When I was working on improving my programming skills, I realized that it's equivalent to grinding leak code problems without getting exposure to different programming aspects in real life projects. It's essential to have a variety of experiences to become well rounded in anything you're trying to learn. It kind of reminds me of a concept that I read a while back called Goodhart's Law that sort of captures this idea. It states that, when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to become a good measure. And in the context of learning, if we focus solely on repetitive drills or single measures of progress, we miss out on the broader picture and the richness of diverse learning experiences. So, the next time you find yourself trying to learn or study anything, whether it's a language, a new skill, or a subject, consider adding some more variety in your learning. Instead of fixating on just repetitive exercises alone, focus on getting a core understanding of a variety of sources, approaches, and experiences, and letting repetition sharpen what you've just learned. Variety is just as important as repetition when it comes to learning. It keeps us engaged, exposes us to different perspectives, and helps us develop a well-rounded understanding. So if you ever find yourself plateauing in the learning journey, try incorporating some more variety. Break free of the confines of repetition and explore new avenues of learning and growth. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time.